Hey everybody, it's Luna Moonlight, and today we're going to review a couple of, my usual Japanese weird DIY candy things. So I found a website that sells not only stuff like that, but stuff like my usual DIY candy boxes. So be doing a bunch of that. The only problem is that it's authentic Japanese. So everything is in Japanese. So we'll be having to translate as we go, which shouldn't be a problem. Here's my phone. So today we're gonna do these two weirder ones. And I'll be doing the boxes one per video because we all know how lengthy those get. And these shouldn't take too long. Well, I say that, but we never know. So we got one, which is this one. This is basically edible slime from what the pictures are telling me and what the website told me. And this one is basically Jello and foam, as you can see on here. I don't know exactly how this turns out. This one is the one I'm most excited about because it's such a weird setup. Like, just looking at the pictures, it's super weird. Anyway, I hope it comes with, like, measuring spoons and everything. Because it looks like this one comes with fill lines. But this one's making indications that I have to measure stuff out. Yeah. So, we'll see. So we're going to start with the slime since it looks the easiest. Okay, looking good so far. I'm gonna get this ready for translation. You could usually follow the directions just by, my phone's over here, just by, looking at the pictures, but sometimes they want something very specific done, so you really gotta make sure. So I'll be using the Google Translate, and I'll be tapping on the photo, and I'll be using the camera to translate just like I did in my other one, which it doesn't give a very good translation, but it does do enough that you could understand what they're talking about. Okay, so just to test this out, I have it set to Spanish. That would do it. Let's try this again. Yes, okay. It is a slime, and it specifically says slime. I wish I could show you guys this, but it has to be held in such a way. So what it's saying is that we have to cut off the tray, as it shows here, and this blue one says, let's make slime. So I'm going to take everything out. So we got blue and we got green, and those are our slimes. What I don't know is the orange and the red, but we did come with a baby pink fork. So there's that. So I'm gonna cut off this tray. Oh, it just pops off. I don't need scissors. What? How nice. How nice of them to think of that. Oh. Alright. So we're going to look back at the pictures. So it almost looks like it wants us to fill the tray, but I don't know with what. So we're just going to take a look. Pour water until the line. My guess is that I'm gonna have to pour the red packet in. And mix. Bijun juice. It's not being very nice with me. It's saying something about 50 times with a fork. I think what this might end up being okay. So, alright. So one of these is the activator, which I think is this one. Yeah, because this one is sprinkles. So we take, because it is a slime, so it needs like activator and stuff. It may be edible, but it still needs to thicken up somehow. So we take this, and we cut it open, which I cut open a little too fast because I still need to fill the tray. I seem to be running a little low on water, but that's okay. I'm gonna come back here to where this is my water jug. Say hello, water jug. But my water jug's almost empty. So I'll just pour directly in. Ooh. Oh, perfect. It's a little too much, but I could just sip that off because nobody's eating this but me, so. It's perfect. Alright. So now that that's done, we add in this pink packet. That looks a little odd. But, hey, whatever. What happens if I turn this off? Oh, it doesn't look very good. Alright. So it is kind of pink, and it's turning it really cloudy. It almost looks like a gelatin, as you can see. Okay. So there's still chunks at the bottom, which I'm trying to break up. Yeah, the translation was a little odd about that one. It didn't taste like anything. Alright, so it says to divide it between these two cups. Yes. And I think that's why they have little lines at the bottom. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna guess that's what the lines are for. Okay, so one got a bit more in it than the other because there were still a couple clumps at the bottom. I'm gonna scoop out those clumps and put it into the other one, just so that it kind of gets the same amount, you know? But it looks like one has more in it than the other one does. But that's okay. It'll turn out how it turns out. Okay. So now it's saying, it looks like pour the blue into one, pour the green into the other, mix till slime, add sprinkles. At least that's what I hope it's saying. But, you know, this has taught me not to trust Google Translate. Yeah, add the blue slime, mix well with fork. Add the other slime, mix well with fork. And do not overmix it. Eat it little by little. Eat it with toppings. Okay. I just quit out of Google Translate and I didn't mean to do that. So let's grab blue. Of course I need scissors for this. Ooh, nice dust. Alright. I wonder how this will look. Because sometimes it gives a weird reaction. No, just crystal powder stuff. Okay, so it's already kind of solidifying, as you can see, and it's already kind of gooping up. It doesn't look great, and it won't look great until all of it's mixed together. Oh, it's foaming up. Okay. I'd say that's good. Alright, I don't want to try this without you guys. And I'm out of wet wipes. I'm going to have to buy some more. But we'll just jump right into the green. So, I looked at the flavors. The flavors are in Japanese as well, but they have little photos. And I'm pretty sure it says that blue is ramen and green is grape. That much I'm positive about. Okay, you guys could probably see this one better. It seems like there's a lot of foam involved. That one's definitely grape. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like a sour grape. And you can see the slime kind of forming. Sorry, I'm out of focus, aren't I? But it's very, very sticky. So that's interesting. So now I'm going to get the sprindles, and I'm going to put a little bit on each one. Oh, these are interesting. Alright. Now it's time to try it. So it's kind of like somebody took the foam candies, made it into a foam, and yeah, that's about it. It doesn't hurt because it's all already activated and everything. The sprinkles are quite literally just sugar. The grape tastes like sour grapes. Oh, this one's more slime-like. And that's definitely ramen. Ramen is a original flavor in Japan, kind of like how cola and Sprite is. It's its own thing. and it tastes like a much more fruity Sprite. It's a very fruity drink. I think you kind of have to let it set to get its slime consistency. But hey, it tastes great. I don't know much about the texture for the blue one because it's more activated than the green one is. No, it's about the same. I think you kind of have to let them set a bit. But they kind of have like this fluffed jello consistency. Think of that what you will. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside. I will eat it in a bit. Same with the sprinkles and everything. I think I'll just pour the rest of the sprinkles on them and then eat it in a bit. But those sprinkles are literally just sugar crystals. I wish they were like Pop Rocks. That'd make it a bit more interesting. Alright, time to clean up and get ready for the other one. Because this one's going to be interesting. Because as you can see right here, it's a very strange process. So we're gonna see. Try to get my microscope all set up. Alright. Perfect. So it's already starting off great. Okay, so I don't need a measuring spoon. Because that's what I was worried about. It came with this little measuring spoon thing. So we got red pack. And we got green pack. And we got cup, lid, straw, as well as our thing. So this is going to be interesting, and I'm going to, I might fill this thing back up, but it still has some stuff to it, so I'm going to, I don't have anything, never mind, not with that. I'm going to take one of my shot cups. I'm going to fill my shot cup with what water I can. Okay, there's still quite a bit of water in there. And put this back. There, now we got water for this. Okay, so we go to our thing. And it looks like we need a 1 spoon into the frilly scraped part in here. And the green pack. And of course I'm going to double check all this. When you wait, it's a lump. It says 4 spoon, but I'm not too sure about that. Four, yes. Yes. Spoon, 4, yes. 4. Stir well, 3 minutes. tail machine, a bubble machine. Be careful of the lid. Make sure the lid's right side up. Put the spoon in. Put red pack in. Okay, I think it absolutely wants us to add 4 spoons. Which is a little ridiculous. But I can see where they're coming from. So let's... I want to get the 4 spoons in first. And it wants you to be very particular about your spoonfuls. They have to be really full spoonfuls. Oh, you know what? That's good. And then, there we go. 4 spoons. It actually almost comes up to the line anyway, so I'm kind of content with that. I'm gonna put the spoon in there, and I'm gonna, there we go. Cut off the top. I'm probably gonna use the fork to make sure that it's really well stirred, because I don't want to use the spoon for anything else. Okay. I gotta stir for 3 fucking minutes. And it's already kind of lumpy. I think this is going to be a Jello, like I said. It smells very grapey. And it's not the best. It looks like a soup right now. Not that I'm complaining, because I don't think it's mixed for 3 minutes. I think it's wait till well mixed and leave for 3 minutes. I'm trying to make sure I got all the stuff out. Cause see, there's a chunk. It's very grapey. I love it. Okay. So it's pretty thick as it is. I'm gonna leave it. I want to taste it so bad, but I'm not going to. So we're gonna leave this for a couple minutes. I'm going to do the tiny bit of setup that it takes with the cup, because the cup goes in here, and it's very weird, the setup for the cup. So I'm going to so the straw has a bend in it, as you can see here. So that the short end at the bend actually goes into the cup. I gotta make sure that it goes into the top. Alright, it's in. So now it looks like that. That way we can undo it very carefully and bend it over. That way, when it's here, it goes straight into the Jello we just made. Now, I read ahead, and this whole fucking thing goes into that cup. We add 1 spoonful of water, and then close the lid. So our Jello's already thickening up, so I don't think we should have a problem now, because that explanation should have been enough time. If not, we have to wait for the foam to get through anyway. Ooh, that's quite a bit. I'm going to take it out. Okay, so there's literally just enough. That makes me happy. And it's a bunch of little, like, pellets, but it kind of reminds me of something else. So I'm going to make sure that the straw bit's kind of more towards the top, because I don't want it in the powder, and that's fine. Yeah, it's already getting firm. It's moving around just a little bit, but that's fine. So, we need exactly 1 teaspoon of water. I say teaspoon, but I meant this spoon. Exactly this spoon of water. Okay, ready, guys? Because I'll have to clamp this on, get it into the thing, and point it well. Oh, shites! Cool. And now it goes here, where you can now see the foam is forcing its way through and dripping onto our Jello. It's the most strangest thing in the world. Like, even the seal around the thing is like perfect. It's still dripping down. I actually think the straw's a bit too long for this, because it's just doing it in the one area. It's so weird. But I'm going to... Should I eat with the spoon? I probably should. I'm going to, It's still bubbling. Oh, Lord. There's going to be so much foam by the end of this. It almost tastes like ramen as well. If anything, it's a bit sweeter because of how it was made. But, I kind of wish I just poured it in to this and then added the water and then stirred, but it's kind of whatever. Okay, so according to my fork here, which had a bit of Jello on it, it's mostly solidified now, and it should be done. So I guess I'm gonna take a bite now. Yeah, it's done. I got a bit of foam and a bit of this, and I'll turn this back on. I mostly turned it off for you guys, but the Jello is kind of subpar, in the foam is probably a bit gritty, but all things considered, I don't like the Jello texture, but it tastes great. The texture is gritty like I thought it'd be, but it's usually gritty, especially in these types of candies. Get some of that. Oh, I think it's almost done. But it's the same exact flavors as my slime. The exact same flavors. Ramen and grape. Not that I'm complaining. And once I finish this up, we'll play with the rest of the foam. Make sure that's clean. Take this. I sucked a bit of the foam out so that it wouldn't. Please, thank you. I'm getting a bunch of powder, but that's okay. So, as you can see in this corner, there's still a bunch of powder under there, which is fine, because we're just going to add some more water and mix it. Because look, it's just foaming candy. Now, my hands are all sticky now. It's still really gritty like I thought it'd be. But it's not bad. This was actually kind of fun to do, especially with how weird it was. I'm gonna go back to my slimes because they're like, I can hold them like this and they're not going anywhere. Oh yeah. Now it's fucking slime. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. It tastes like snot. And not just any snot. Like when you're sick snot and it is all aerated because you've been blowing your nose and inhaling and shit like that. It's pretty fucking bad. But it tastes pretty good. I don't know how I feel about it though. Yeah, our other one, which didn't get as much of the activator, is still a bit better. But it's just as bad. I don't know how I feel about that. Especially with how green it is, it actually does remind me of snot. Yeah. Well, everything tastes great. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.